Do it right now? You want me to yak? Hi there, this is Denise Kowalczyk, host and producer of our Eclectic PDX, and I'm so excited. I'm standing in front of the historic Hollywood Theater here in Northeast Portland, and tonight is a very special night. It's the 2013 POWFest Film Festival. It's about 6 years running. We're very excited to be here tonight. 3-4 days of incredible films, shorts, animated features, you name it. Tonight is extra special because it's the preview, if you will, of Rock and Roll Mamas. Let's go inside. How's that, Steve?
That's good.
All right, and have Tara, how do you want it, like this?
Yeah, I'll try to get a little more on her.
Hey, Matt. Tara, we're here at the 2013 POWFest Festival at the Hollywood Theater. How long has the festival been going on?
This is year 6.
Wow.
So,
and why was this festival created, and who created it?
well, I came in to help relaunch the festival. It existed a little bit in 2003, but we came back in 2008 and relaunched the festival. And one of the reasons that I'm here and I really wanted to dedicate my time and my career to this was that I felt a real disparity with women in the director's chair, and I wanted to create an opportunity, a forum where women that are directing films can have a place to showcase their work.
So how has the film community responded to the festival here in Portland and beyond?
Well, I think it's great. Yeah, we certainly have grown in our attendance every year from the local Portland community as well as within the film community. We've hosted several local premieres for local directors, which is also exciting. We're going to be doing 2 of those this year. And as far as like internationally, our submission base has really grown over the last several years. This year we had over 600 films submitted to the festival. So we really have seen our numbers double in attendance over the last several years, as well as our submission base increase as well.
Now, I know there's so much going on over the next few days, but a quick summary of what people can expect by attending the festival.
Sure. Well, tonight is our opening night, and we have a Portland preview of Rock and Roll Mamas, as well as some music-themed short films, and then we're going to kick off with our opening party at large. Friday, we're welcoming back for the 3rd year at LunaFest, which is a traveling festival that have short films, and a portion of those ticket sales will actually go to the Breast Cancer Fund. There's a great documentary called From Zimbabwe to Santa Fe that's also going to be showing tomorrow night. And then over Saturday and Sunday, we have multiple theaters going with a variety of shorts, films, really strong narrative films, and documentaries. We're also doing 2 workshops over the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday morning, one on audio and one on screenwriting. And of course, Saturday night is one of our biggest events, so we're going to have a double feature of our guest of honor, Penelope Spheeris's films, Suburbia and Decline of Western Civilization 3.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much, Tara.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I know there's a couple filmmakers already here.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to bamboozle her.
Okay, I think do you want this?
Yeah, let's use this. And I wanna. Can you hold this for a second?
Is this
I wanna take a picture. Can you girls stand right here?
Yeah.
So you clearly state your affiliation here. You're here tonight. A screening, a preview of your film, Rock and Roll Mamas. I had to get that straight. And can you give me just a quick synopsis of what the film's about?
Sure. The film follows 3 indie rock moms through their lives and their ups and downs. And the moms in my film are Kristen Hirsch from Throwing Muses, Zia McCabe from the Dandy Warhols, and hip-hop MC Miss Suad. Tonight is the first time seeing the full film in front of a live audience. It's very exciting.
What dress are you wearing tonight?
Are you kidding?
I'm only half kidding.
Okay, Diane von Furstenberg.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah, thank you, Denise. Bye.
Good natural light, you're right. Test.
Okay. So is this light going to be okay?
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we go somewhere else? So Zia, what brings you here tonight?
Well, the premiere of Rock and Roll Mamas, the documentary.
Because you
are one of the Rock and Roll Mamas.
And how was that experience for you?
It was interesting. I was a little hesitant after Dig coming out, jumping into another documentary. So I think it took Jackie a year or two to convince me. And once I saw some of the footage from Christian Hirsch, I realized that she was really hands off, and she just was letting the story sort of be told on its own. And so they came out to Europe and followed us around, and I mostly agreed because I wanted that time in my daughter's life documented. It was an easy way for me to make sure I would be able to look back on that time. Somebody was helping me remember it.
I bet she'll love it too when she's older.
I think so. It's so cute seeing her out on the road like that. I think she'll think it's pretty neat.
So when you look at it, have you seen this at all yet?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What was the most surprising thing that you're like, oh wow, I didn't realize that until you saw it on the big screen? That you're a perfect natural beauty on camera?
I already knew that. I don't know if there was something surprising. I think, I was interested in watching the other women's stories and getting caught up in their dramas and seeing how different it was for each of us. And
so do you think she really captured an essence of your one little snapshot of your role as a mother?
She did. The one that she captured is when I'm talking about not having enough sleep. And she captured it really well, and I remember thinking it, and I remember saying it, and when I look back on it, I can still totally relate to that moment.
So you're a rock star, so let's talk a little bit why you're a rock star, what bands you're in, what you're doing, what you got going on.
I play in the Dandy Warhols, which is currently celebrating our 13-year anniversary of the release of 13 Tales from Urban Bohemia in 2013. The moment we realized that, we were so excited. So we'll be touring that album start to finish this year. And Brush Prairie has a new lineup, and we're just starting to do shows, mostly benefits, just getting kind of used to each other and used to the new sound.
How do you fit this all in? I mean, I'm a mom. I think our kids are roughly the same age. Lila's 9.
Yeah, Matilda's 8.
And so your job, it's not like you go to the office 9 to 5. You're around the world, and is it one child? Do you have one child?
One child.
How do you manage that? What is the secret of surviving this rock and roll lifestyle with this child?
I have a really huge bathtub. I spend as much time in the jacuzzi tub as possible. It's hard. I do have to be really careful with fatigue and just like running myself down to where I won't take a break until I can't move. And so I try to prevent that with, jacuzzi tubs and trips to the coast. But it's my lifestyle, and I enjoy being busy. I do better when there's a really good, strong pace going. And Matilda's really understanding, and she's part of it. She's included in so much that I don't have the kind of job that keeps me busy and that keeps me away from her. I can be busy, and we can be sitting at the table working on projects together, and I think that saves me.
Has she shown any indication of wanting to be a musician?
She's singing in a talent show tomorrow. She does the rock camps. She's got an incredible voice.
And I guess the final question I have for you, how has being a mother, and there's so many facets to you as a woman, as a person, but I'm just going to hone in on that one particular thing, helped you as an artist?
I would say that it helps with priorities. You can't get lost in your own world when you have a kid, and you have to keep some perspective of where you fit in and where the people important to you fit in, and I just think it grounds you more being a parent, and I think that you have a better attitude towards anything you approach from that perspective.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So what brings you here to POWFest?
Well, I'm here for two reasons. POWFest is a project grant recipient from the Regional Arts and Culture Council. They were funded through our project grant process to help support the festival. So I'm here to check it out and see the things that are going on. But I also want to mention that Jackie Weissman is an artist, a filmmaker, and she also received a project grant for her film Rock and Roll Mamas, which is screening tonight for the first night of the film festival. So I'm excited to support POWFest and to see the film that's screening tonight.
So let's talk just very briefly about RAC, the Regional Arts and Cultural Council. Forgive me, it's a little bit of a tongue twister. What exactly is that for viewers who might not be familiar with it?
It is a nonprofit organization that serves Multnomah, Clackamas, and Washington County. We are support artists and arts organizations through a number of different resources. The part that I work on is grants. We do have several granting programs to support activities in arts and culture happening throughout the region. But we also have other programs that support the community, bring arts throughout the whole region. There's the Right Brain Initiative, which is an arts education program. There is our public art program, which manages the public art for the city and for Multnomah County. And there's Work for Art, which is a workplace giving program that helps individuals support the arts happening in their communities.
And there's also Portland Art Spark.
There is Portland Art Spark, which is a networking sort of ongoing program activity that happens regularly throughout the city. An opportunity for people in the arts to get together and talk about issues and have a drink and have a good time.
Thank you, Ingrid.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
I am Alicia J. Rose. I am a director and photographer, and I am super psyched to have one of my pieces included on opening night of POWFest, a music video I directed and created for the Corin Tucker Band called Neskowin.
So you are no stranger to the music community here in Portland. That's how we met, dare I say, 4.5 years ago. You were at a venue, which one is it? Is it Doug Furr? Yes, it was Doug Furr and Mississippi Studios, a talent person buyer.
Yeah, I was the booker, promoter, talent buyer for I was the founding booker at Doug Furr for almost 5 years, and then I moved to Mississippi Studios, and I loved doing that, but not anymore.
Well, it was great because you're a professional photographer, and what kind of photography do you do?
Well, I've been doing photography for over 20 years, and it's been a combination of rock bands to chefs to, actors, humans, families. I've done tons and tons and tons of portraiture. We chose the best spot for
people to
Here, take a step closer. Come in closer. You don't want to be so far away. Come in closer.
She's directing you, Steve.
I want you to bring that monopod down. Knock that thing down. Give it another 3 inches. There you go. Perfect. Now people can scoot on the other side of you. All right. So as you can see, I'm not bossy at all. It's weird that I chose this profession. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I also remember you did. You're part of the show. I saw your work, your photography, over at Milepost 5 when Chris Haberman did that show, and that was mostly, I think, rock musicians.
Yeah, I have shot hundreds and hundreds of rock musicians, all kinds of musicians, everybody from Pink Martini to Menomina to Robin Hitchcock to loads and loads and loads of people, and I've just loved every minute of that. And then it logically, especially with Loch Lomond, I'd done photos of Loch Lomond, and they bugged me like, why don't you do music videos, your photos, because I'd worked with the Decemberists for many years also. That's kind of what started me on really getting into music photography, was working with the Decemberists, and it culminated with me doing their Picaresque album cover. And after making 1 million photos that are sort of story-based photos, I felt like, why am I not doing music videos? It's like my photos are stills for music videos. What is wrong with me? So I tried it out with Loch Lomond, and well, like 20 videos later, here I am. And so tonight's really fun because the video I made for Corin Tucker is really special to me. It sort of comes from a place in my childhood and in my contemporary self. Like there's a mixture of reverence for the things of my past and also for who I am and who Corin is right now in this moment, what it's like to be a woman who rocks too. It's fun. I mean, it's a little nostalgic, a little contemporary.
So what is next for Alicia J. Rose?
Funny you should ask. A bunch of stuff. I don't want to spoil some of what I might announce tonight. I've been told I believe that I can announce a very big project, but on a slightly smaller scale, I am collaborating on a short with Katie O'Grady, who's producing, and she's going to be a supporting role. But actually, it's a story of 4 teens and sort of a dark day where they decide to bully a classmate and everything goes horribly wrong. But it's a short. It's kind of dark, but it's also going to be kind of lovely and strange. And I'm also doing loads of commercial work, which is great. So I have a bunch of clients that I love and work with some agencies, which is exciting. And then, yeah, there's this feature project I might mention tonight in more detail, so that I just signed on for. So there's some things going on.
I know about that, but I won't reveal it. I do. A little birdie told me, but I won't reveal it till I get the official.
We just signed papers, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say something on the record. I'm going to leave it for the screening, and then for now it's just a teaser. It's a teaser.
Exactly, and I will add it later when I see fit. How about that? All right. Thank you so much, Alicia.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, Denise. Nice to see you. And by the way, I'd like to compliment KZME. I have been listening all the time and turning people on all the time, and I am constantly excited and thrilled with what you guys are doing. And I'm so happy that KZME has rocked into my universe and made Portland a better city for music.
Thank you so much. I remember because in the beginning, you were one of the first 3 people I talked to when we started. So thank you so much for that.
I'm really excited and proud of how far you've come, because I really think you guys are rocking it out. So I'm just, yay KZME! And this must be your daughter. Hi. We're doing a little video thing about tonight to show on cable and stuff. And I wonder if I could interview you, because this does video. Yeah. Would you be up for that? Okay. So tell me, what brings you here tonight to POWFest?
Well, I'm really excited about the whole program, especially Rock and Roll Mamas, because it's been kind of a long process. So it's great to see it finally done and up on a big screen. I'm also really excited for Alicia Rose's video of my band. So it's just a super exciting night.
So you are a rock and roll mama?
I am a rock and roll mama.
And how many children do you have?
I have 2.
Wow. I was talking to Zia McCabe earlier. She's around here somewhere. And I was asking her how she balances. I mean, there's so much more to you than being a mom, right? There's so many facets to it. But that one particular element, because that seems to be the theme tonight, how you balance being a rock and roll person, musician, artist, and being a mom.
Well, I think it's tricky for most working moms. I mean, I think that's, it's true about most professions that are demanding. I mean, I think that I'm fortunate in that I had, so much success with Sleater-Kinney earlier on. So people recognize me from that band, and I've been able to do a lot of interesting collaborations and do a couple solo albums. So I feel fortunate that I've been able to do it. But it's really tough, because touring is really tough. Either taking the kids with or doing it on my own. Either way, it's rough. So
what's going on with the band right now?
Well, right now, it's just kind of a we'll see situation. When there's some exciting stuff happening this year, so just kind of in a, we'll see.
Hurry up and wait, see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.